Old school talk, R&B, and hip hop. WPMM online radio.
About to show y'all how to make noodles. Get you a couple packs of these, beef flavor, you know what I'm saying? Get you some water. Put them in like this, you know what I'm saying? I put the lids on mine, baby. Wait 3 minutes, bam! Noodles, my G.
You are now listening to Noodle Talk live on WPMM Radio. It's Rico Suave, Puerto Rico in the house. If you want to know the business, tune in Tuesday and Friday and let us know how you really feel. Y a tu sabes.
You are now live with Noodle Talk with your boy Boss, business over stupid shit, all day long, all day strong. You on WPMM Radio with Changing Horizons Media Group. We live in your speakers, baby. What you gonna do about it? Holla at us.
Y'all are now tuning in to Noodle Talk on WPMM Radio. It's your kid Antoine Silva in your speaker and live in your city. Hey, G, what's the beef?
Peace and love. You are now locked into Noodle Talk with your boy Johnny Lee.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ed Genio, a.k.a. Ed Head Honcho, a.k.a. the Black Brazilian Mamba. You are now tuning in Noodle Talk on WPMM Radio. Let's go!
There we go. I think that went smooth.
I mean, almost.
Almost, you know. We working out the kinks.
Only thing you're missing is the goddamn applause. And then
damn, I forgot the applause.
Yeah, applause and then start the music right after.
We already passed applause.
It's cool. Yeah,
it's
it
cool.
Happens. It's all right. It's
shit.
cool. It's whatever.
You know, we just gonna rock out.
Just do
rock
whatever.
out with the socks out, goddamn. Y'all know what it is, man.
You got socks on.
Oh, what?
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It's Antoine Silva in the building. AG live in your city and live in your speakers. Y'all know what it is, man. Loudmouth Entertainment, real authentic be the group. You know, we out here hanging out. How y'all boys doing today?
Do it be? It be the group?
It be the group.
It be the group.
It be the group.
Do be that?
It do that.
Yeah, man,
Damn, what boss is? He just a hiding. He just a hiding today.
I'm not hiding.
You gotta get him right.
I'm not hiding. I'm over here in the corner. I'm chilling. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Boss, business over super shit, all day long, all day strong. I'm about to get crazy over here I'm in the guest section.
That be cozy too.
I'm not mediating nothing.
He not doing nothing.
I'm ready.
What up, Crystal?
I'm not ready. I ain't mediating nothing. I'm ready to talk.
Yes, it's Rico Suave, Puerto Rico in the house. My voice is gone.
Is it?
And I gotta sing tonight and tomorrow, bro. I don't know what I thought going out. That was wild.
Hustle.
Gotta make your moolah.
That's you starting right
You gotta make it.
It's your boy Ashton Jackson back in the building, boy. 2024, we feeling blessed and it's back warm outside today. How y'all feel about that?
I'm having a good time.
I think that shit was fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm a little upset
when the
though.
water warm back up, I'll be right.
I was just gonna say I'm ready to get out there on that water.
Until then, we just doing what we gotta do.
This weather.
Y'all been hating on my dressing for a while. Now I'm in season.
I wore
He said I'm in
Now I'm in season.
a whole hoodie.
and it's hot,
I was ready, and I walked out the door and was like,
muggy.
what in the Stanley Yelnats heat is going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, it was still cool enough to put the hoodie on, or not. But I was just like, but you know, I'm north side. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I had a little wind.
No, it was hot, which is garbage because it was cold. I'm like, I'm gonna need Florida to chill out.
I'd rather it be cold.
I do
Whoa.
Well,
Same.
cover me in cinnamon butter and call me a roll. Where the hell was Boss Man at? I can hear him, can't see him.
Who the hell said that?
That's how I read it.
Damn.
God doggone
Lisa.
Lisa, what you got going on, man?
Lisa. God doggone Lisa.
You tripping already. Hey, yo, man. How everybody week, man?
Been good. How y'all been?
I'm not gonna talk about mine.
I'll be honest with you. I'm loving my life right now.
Are you?
I'm loving every piece of it.
So am I.
All right, look, let me go ahead and just put y'all on disclaimer. All right, you can't get me back while I'm.
You can't get food again.
I would say it like this: I'm not in season yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in season. But you got give me about another month or two or whatever.
It's over.
It's over with for you. And all y'all that been out there trying to be like, hey, I like you. I'm not letting you fuck. You're not letting me fuck.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Maybe one of y'all. One of y'all I might let one of y'all. Maybe 2. The fuck you. The rest of y'all, hell no. I'm good.
Hell no.
I'm good. I'm not even. Nope.
No strokes for you.
No.
No, he might stick it in and stick it out and run out.
I'm not doing that.
Ain't no head, ain't no tip, ain't no nub, ain't no nothing.
As a matter of fact, I heard a girl voice. I heard a girl voice yesterday, or whatever, when she was singing, or whatever, and she thought she was killing it. Right? And I heard her voice.
Yeah.
Like, if I thought about it, like if I was like hearing her scream or whatever, I would pull out, put my clothes on. I'm not even talking to you. I'm just
keep moving.
That's how you feel for real?
And drive off.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just like, bro, like, where you going? To the store to get some milk? To the store to get some
How
milk.
you know I needed a guy?
Not coming back, bro. I'm good. I'm not. No. I was like, yo, that. And I love annoying voices when it comes to women. I love the Fran Drescher, the nanny voice.
A little bit.
You don't know how? No,
I know exactly.
How old I am.
No. I know Fran, but like the annoying voice, I can't do it.
Talking about?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like Whitley Gilbert. From
Leave Whitley alone. Whitley ain't did nothing to you.
Whitley voice annoying as hell.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Shut up.
Dwayne.
Shut up. I love it when you take a try.
Her voice super annoying.
That's my baby.
That's a turn on to me. To me, that's a woman. And like your voice is annoying. I really like
it. Got that nag feel to it.
Got a nag feel to it.
No. Hell no.
I need that.
Hell.
I need that in my life.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no.
You gotta have a nice, like, she's gotta have a nice voice. It's gotta be calming and soothing to my soul. Because I know, because I know the moment she does start nagging, at least it's not going to be as annoying. Imagine already having a naggy voice and then you nag on top of it. Hell no.
I got a smash now.
I'm a smash too. You know what?
Already turned on.
Here we go. I'm a smash too. I'm a smash her right in her voice box because you shouldn't have been nagging at me like that with that naggy ass voice. No.
That's a turn on to me,
bro.
I don't know why that's a big turn on to me. I'm over here doing something, playing video games, whatever the case may be, or whatever. You come out like, why you
ain't over here holding me?
Like,
Yep,
it's over with. Now I'm good now. I'm there. That's a thing.
That's how they get you though.
That's a thing for me.
So let me ask you something, man.
Shoot.
You standing behind the bar, chick walk up on you. She the cutest thing you ever seen, but she hit you with that nasally, naggy ass voice.
Nasally?
Nasally, naggy.
No. I don't know. Not nasally.
You just said Fran. Fran got a nasally voice.
Got a nasally voice.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it nasally.
I would.
John.
You can't hear me, pickle. No, I don't. You gotta go.
So she gotta go.
I do, and I'm gonna hit her in the face with a jar of pickles.
Fran got a nasally voice.
I don't know about Fran. I don't know about you. Can't. I'm not putting Fran in
nasally. That
nasally.
bitch got that Jewish nose. You know she speaks.
It's long too. As long as money.
Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
That bug can point you to the North Star.
Well, listen here, Toucan Sam.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Looking like an anteater.
I got a question for y'all though. Do you feel it's important to leave toxic people out of your life once they have shown dualities in the most extreme of ways?
What the hell you mean by duality?
As in, this is what we starting at.
As in who they present themselves to be when they first meet you versus who they are whenever a situation comes about. Like I said, in the bottom line for this is I feel like friendship is made off of the situations or like the catalysts that like kind of hold us or make or break our situation of friendship. As in, you got to go through something with your people to know how they really are.
All right, so first off, just give me the question first, because
do you feel it's important?
So,
do you feel it's important?
Duality is just a fancy word for hypocrite.
Yeah, two-faced. Hypocrite, two-faced, multi. You know what I'm saying?
So the first part of this is like, do we want to leave toxic people out of our life?
Let's start there.
Do you feel it's important?
It depends.
It really does.
The reason I'm gonna say it depends on how did I meet this toxic person.
Okay.
Was they toxic because they had somebody else in their life and that person was toxic, so that forced them to be a person that they wasn't?
Can someone force you to be something you're not?
Yeah.
Really?
It's called peer pressure.
But I thought
not just peer pressure, but you can be pushed into a corner.
Sociopaths, narcissists, they'll use gaslighting to make you think that you're not something.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't have like a really good self-esteem or solid.
I guess that comes from knowing who you are at the end of the day.
Exactly. If you don't really know who you are or how to stand by
question. How many people know who they are?
How many people really know who they are or comfortable in skin?
But that's the thing is, even if you know who you are, you still have to be able to stand on it as well. Because you could know who you are and get gaslighted and manipulated into thinking that, like, man, maybe I am the one that's wrong. Maybe I did
say
something.
yes to shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
So in that question, I have another question.
Okay.
Does love make you do weird things? Regardless of if you like loving somebody from the friendship level to the relationship level, does it make you do weird things for them?
Real love doesn't. Emotional, temporary love will.
Yeah, I would say love makes you do weird things, but I would not say that love will make you do weird things to the extremities of what they can be.
But so even in that toxic situation, don't you think?
So let me put it like this. So if a girl's dating a guy, right, and let's say the dude come up and he like, hey, she pissed him off or whatever. He smacked the shit out of her. Okay. Next time they come around, they argue again. Do walk up to her, punch her. Next time they come around, do come up, smack her in the head with a goddamn lead pipe. I think we can see a progression here. Okay. But the point is, like, how do you see growth inside of a situation that only endures to worse extremities each time? So it's like, if you are a person that instead of just calmly resolving your issues or finding another way to do things,
violence.
You resort to the most, or violence doesn't have to be physical. Violence can also be other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Vicious attacks, as you will.
But
if that's your way of seeking validation or seeking your freedom from that situation, you feel like that's an important person to keep in your life.
First, hold on.
People with those type of dualities.
First, let's dive into this. She tries to come up and try to have a conversation and get uppercutted.
Nah, she pissed him off or whatever. She pissed him off for XYZ reason.
What you pissed off about?
It don't matter.
Your feet stink and I tell you to go take a shower?
Maybe.
What's going on?
Maybe.
I'm just saying. All right, Kurt, first, off rip. This is a person who know what the hell will put up and not put up with.
Okay.
If I try to come talk to you and the first thing you do and you upset or whatever and you smack me or whatever, cool. I just got smacked. I'm just like, that's how it is. I just got smacked. And we're in a relationship? Cool. I just got smacked. We gonna go to sleep and all that good stuff. You're gonna wake up and all my shit gone. I'm gone.
Oh God.
You stand up?
And stand on that. You don't gotta.
You ain't gotta have repeated patterns.
No, I don't for what?
And the reason why this is so important, what he's saying right now, is because that's the thing about it. At the beginning of every decision that is built into a longevity, which then changes your personality or who you see yourself to be, there is always the option of yes or no, as in, are you going to stay here when you just start seeing those first few red flags, or are you going to find your way out when you realize there might be a little
I think that's the starting point of where we should start.
That's the starting point.
Because would you stay if you see the little red flag?
If you see the little red flag.
If I see
if it's a smack, that's not a little red flag. That's just
smack is not a little red flag. If you feel like you can just haul off and hit me, you've lost your mind.
You've lost your mind.
Already, your mind is over there. And it's not in your head. You've already lost it. So no, that's not a little red flag. Will I stay for the little red flags? I will stay for the little red flags.
Okay.
Because again, everybody has a sort of crazy that they can deal with.
Yeah.
So it's like I
don't mind a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? But
as long as it's not disrespect.
Yeah, it just can't be like that.
People trip on me when I say every woman's crazy.
Every
woman is crazy. I don't care what you say.
I don't care.
All women are crazy. All.
You just gotta find your type.
Stamp it. Boom.
They're crazy.
I said it.
You just gotta find your type.
The thing about that is, all of them have a certain level.
You gotta
like they said, no, pretty dynamic. Like she's just pretty, but she that level crazy.
Okay.
You feel me?
We know what it is.
That's the thing.
Now let me give you the second half to this question.
Go ahead.
Now let's say, like I said, there are different forms of that same type of abuse, right? Let's say every time they argue, he exposes her in every way and everything that he knows about her.
Exposed.
Wait,
blowing up spot.
I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about everything.
Oh yeah, no. If you is this in the conversation or?
Oh no, I mean full blown everybody. Like anybody that want to share this bit, get it out.
No.
nine yards.
If you do anything in social media, you're a fucking loser.
But do you
both
think
men
you
and
can
women
repair,
both.
Do you think you can repair a situation that has occurred to that magnitude?
No. Because the problem with that is a lot of people forget that just because it's your phone, just because it's Facebook, just because it's whatever, you don't understand that this is no different. This right here means that you're connected to the world. This means this is no different. If I post on Facebook something about my relationship, that is the same exact thing. I'm not even kidding. Even psychologically, it's the same exact thing as standing in a room full of people, a room full of 100 people, and saying, blah, 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 you raggedy, blah, 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 and talking about your partner. Posting on Facebook is the same thing as just disrespecting your partner in public to a group of people. It's the same exact thing. So,
but larger scale.
But if you were the moment you take to social media about your relationship, you're a loser. And this is both men and women both. If you post statuses about your partner, or like, I can't believe somebody did this, or I can't believe blah, blah, blah did this, even if you're speaking in like third person or hypotheticals, and you're out there, both men and women, both, you're out there trying to get whatever you're trying to get, some validation for your stupid ass behavior, most likely is usually what it is. If you're out there doing it on social media, you're a freaking loser. You're a loser.
What you think, boss?
And a coward, because you can't even have that conversation with your damn partner.
That's real.
At that point, if I got in a fight with my girl and she posted on social media, guess who's not my girl anymore?
Does it make a difference if it's your girl or your people?
No.
It
now, let's say one of your people did.
It doesn't.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Talk to me.
It's even worse
Don't talk to other people. That's wild to me.
We supposed to have a long-standing friendship. How dare you go to social media and try to blast me over something that we could have made?
Everything we talked about when we was, you know what I'm saying? Everything people talk about.
I mean, let's put it in perspective though. What you think we doing here? What you think we doing right here at this table? Are we just bringing it to light, or are we bringing certain situations that we heard about, or things that happened in social?
We're having a discussion. We're talking because we disagree on a regular.
Yeah.
All of us disagree.
I think this is
I don't know
very
about the
much
snitches,
different.
but I don't expose names. Okay. Now it's not exposure unless you exposing who that person is. Then it's a public setting. Now you really do.
But if you're doing it on a post, or whether it be Facebook or Instagram or whatever the case,
tagging them, putting them in it, all that.
No, I mean, like if you're just doing it on a post and you're speaking of hypotheticals, we're doing the same right here.
No, you're not, because at this point,
facts. I'm talking about text messages,
no,
9 yards, videos, photos, everything.
This is a discussion. This is a discussion about the act of doing that.
Yeah.
We're not discussing someone's specific business. We're not saying, oh, well, I know, such and such did this and she posted her man this way and blah, 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 blah. No, we're talking about the act of it. We're talking about the thought around that dynamic of what people do with posting on social media. I don't think it's the same thing. Now, granted, I'm still calling you a loser. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
If you feel some type of way, eat that.
If the shoe fits, fucking lace that motherfucker up and take a hike, because go kick rocks,
So let me pose it this way. So he was saying about being into an argument and then the person exposing him. So you're in a relationship.
Now, man, it also matters what type of expose.
You're in a relationship, right? And every time you and your partner are like getting to a disagreement, you bring up old things that never happened, but like say it was like in a past relationship or whatever, and you bring it up. You're always bringing it up. You always let them know, like, well, you used to do this and you used to do that, and you letting them do this to you or whatever. I ain't never did it, but this is just the type of person you are.
Okay.
How would you take that?
There's two things for this.
Mm-hmm.
One, should you be bringing up the past if this is new experiences and stuff like that, or this is something that's never happened before between y'all and this, that, and the other? No, you shouldn't be bringing up the past. Now, because I'm not Boo Boo the fucking fool.
Okay.
We can get into it.
If I see a repeated pattern of behavior,
yes,
and you've continued to do this consecutively in the past, whether it's with other partners, other people, I don't care whatsoever.
With me.
Here's the thing. It's exactly what Johnny just said. If it didn't involve me, then no, you don't need to be bringing up the past. But in my opinion, if you did something to them and you did something to another partner and then you did the same exact thing to me, now I have every right to be like, hey, this is clearly a problem of you disrespecting not just me, but disrespecting people in the past. This is a habit for you. This is a pattern for you. So at that point, I feel it's absolutely valid for me to bring up a past situation, especially if you have apologized in the past and you have said, let's move on from doing that type of behavior, and we've tried to grow from that. If you then turn around and disrespect me in the same way again, I have every right to bring up the past and be like, hey,
especially on
why are you doing this again? You know, you don't just get to, like, for instance, the way I always understand things is you can argue on a minute detail semantic aspect till you're blue in the face. But what I like to do is take a concept and blow it up to the extreme. And if I blow it up to the extreme and it sounds ludicrous, then even on the minute scale, it's ludicrous. If it's a ludicrous concept, it's ludicrous, period. Which is why I say, okay, let's say an extreme. I just cheated on my partner.
Good, that's why I wanted to take it.
And I say, I'm never gonna do it again. Right? Or I cheated on a previous partner. I'm never gonna do it again. And then I turn around and I cheat on you, or I cheat on you again. Would you have the right to bring that up? Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Does the past matter in that circumstance? Absolutely.
Or let's say they didn't even cheat, but let's say that they showed signs of cheating behavior, like the preumps or like the flirtatious or like the you know what I'm saying, the somatics of like what comes about.
Well, I feel that's more character. It's less action, more character. And if they have that character, or they have a weak character where they're disrespecting you, because again, every relationship has their boundaries and lines that they should establish with their partner. So if one of your boundaries is like, hey, that man shouldn't be touching your hand and in your face like that when we're in the club, and she's entertaining that's a character trait for her. Or she's after the attention or something like that, which again, if that's what you want in a partner, cool.
Does she work there or does she not work there?
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. Because your relationships have boundaries that supersede that opinion.
Here's what I'm explaining. Is
let's go.
If I set a boundary in my relationship,
let's go.
Right? If I set a boundary in my relationship and say, hey, we don't need to be touching other people. We don't need to be letting other people touch us. We don't need to entertain sexual advances from other opposite sex or the same sex for that matter. If that is our boundary, if that's done, it doesn't matter if you're at work or not. I can flirt, I can make a sale, and I can entertain. I can run a stage, I can bartend, I can do all of this stuff without crossing a boundary with my partner. I don't need to touch nobody. Don't nobody need to touch me. Like that's a wild concept to me to say that, oh, because I'm at work, I can justify this type of behavior, because that's how you get that fuck ass work husband, work wife nonsense where you're constantly disrespecting your person. It's just like, oh, it's just somebody I work with.
Let's be honest here. You never know how many dudes gonna touch you until you find one dude that touch you and you end up liking it. So why would you entertain the thought to the extremity of physicality without the understanding that at some point in time, you might meet somebody with some actual game?
Thank you. And just like Johnny said, you can be charismatic without contact. And again, Krista, it's even more of a red flag if you're behaving that way at work. My point is, if you're in a professional establishment, if you're like, the only way you could even try to justify something like that to me would be if you were in like adult entertainment. If you were a stripper, a porn star, or something like that. But guess what? I'm not going to be dating you anyway, so we don't have to worry about a damn boundary.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? But like, those are the only jobs that you could justify a physical contact in that sense.
You cut those out. All right.
I like that.
And what I do.
I'm not knocking those industries. It's not for me.
I love those industries because it doesn't bother me that if you're at work, this is what you do for work. I'm okay with that. Or whatever. So you have to touch somebody or whatever. That doesn't bother me because I'm secure in myself.
Cool. If you were a stripper. If you were a stripper that needed to make, I'm just not. I can't. I'm saying if your job, said no one can hear you. It's probably the mic.
Someone can hear me?
He said, well, he also said, take off the purse and say it with your chest. But that was wild.
Y'all lucky I can't see.
I don't know if it's your.
That's why I put my phone outside. I gotta see.
Am I?
But no, like if your job is a physical job, like you need to touch people, like in that kind of flirty way, then that's your job. That's a completely different situation. But if you're a bartender, or if you're a singer or a performer or entertainer or something like that in a not adult platform, there's no reason why you need to be touching people or letting people touch you, especially if you have a boundary with your partner. That's wild to me.
And I feel like I was over there big yelling.
To be honest, because no girl would be happy if he went out and some girl grabbed up on his dick. Let's be honest here.
No, most women like to claim, again, when those type of situations happen, especially like when you watch these podcasts where they're interviewing OnlyFans chicks and stuff like that, they're like, oh, well, how would you feel if, you know, your man did this? And he was like, oh, well, that's not okay. And I'm like, the double standards and the hypocrisy is wild to me.
All right. So look, so now that we can hear me again. So check this out. So, okay, even if strippers and stuff, I'm like, I date them. So that doesn't bother me. But whatever. So I'm, okay, I'm a bartender. Cool, great. Or whatever. So if I make a drink, they're like, oh my gosh, that was so great, or whatever. And they wanna hold my hand or whatever for like 2 seconds, like, oh my gosh, you're just amazing, or whatever. And I hold her hand or whatever. I just did that.
Okay.
I did that or whatever.
But there's also intention and how long you entertain that. So like if it was just a simple, like she touched your hand or something, you're like, okay, cool, love, you have a good night, blah, blah, blah. And you let go, and you back away. Like,
well,
but if you sit there, I'm saying, like, if you sit there caressing her hands and like we were talking about phone numbers and all this nonsense, and she's flirting with you that way, and then you're entertaining it.
You took it to an extreme.
In my opinion,
you just said hand touch.
But that's my point. It's like it depends. There's levels. So if she was just like, oh, thank you, you're amazing, and you're just like, oh, you know, thank you, or blah, blah, or she touches your hand
like this, we're like, oh, you have a good night or whatever. I just and boom, why? Just like that.
Yeah, okay, then that would be okay. But if it were to prolong, if that contact were to prolong and it became flirty, and there's more into it, and you were entertaining it, that would be disrespectful to your partner.
That's what I'm saying. We want to know what that is. So we talking about like, okay, so we touch hands, and then she go like, I was just you so great.
I just know when I dap my partner up, that I don't ever hold his hand. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm not,
so it's like there's like being cool with people, then it's like, okay, but what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you holding my hand still?
First off, you shouldn't. You said dap my partner up or whatever. If y'all doing this and y'all both dudes and y'all don't swing that way, we gonna start thinking you swing that way because of that's too long.
That's too long.
Okay.
There's a length. There's a length of time to have.
It's a length where it becomes uncomfortable. Or whatever, right? So if I, hey, what's up, my G? Boom, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, and then get off me. It's just like that, or whatever. But if we do this, it'd be like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you since the last time.
Now let's change.
And everything's so great, man.
But again,
how that feeling down there?
That's extended contact, and once and usually when you have extended contact with somebody, once it goes past a certain point of time, it becomes more than just like, for instance, if I hug someone or I embrace someone and we are holding each other, that is starting to become romantic. It's coming into a different line. Now, it'd be one thing if your friend was crying or something or having a meltdown and you were just like, okay, I'm here for you. That would be a different type of contact. But I'm just saying, like, there's level.
So what you're telling me is that if a friend comes into the bar, she'd be like, yeah, and she runs up to me and wants to jump in my arms, give me a hug, I spin her around like you know what I'm saying? Like we just won romantic season and
that'd be dead.
Yeah, that's a no for you?
That's a no.
That's
a no-go?
If you were both in a relationship and she ran and jumped into your arms and like, if it's the type of stuff that they do to us, it's, oh my God, Miguel, run, jump, blah, wrapping legs around me. That would be
it's not legs wrapped around.
I'm gonna be honest.
That indicates
it's all the same thing.
That would be
I'm gonna be honest. I almost got beat up by the same leg.
My private
or
so
let's say legs don't get wrapped.
No leg wrap.
Runs and jumps into your arms in general, and you spinning each other. In my opinion, if you're in a relationship, she's in a relationship, you're both disrespecting your partner.
But y'all gotta chill.
Boy, you ain't finna spin every girl like Cinderella, boy. That's
why are you having that type of contact with other, like someone that's not your partner? That's wild.
I'm not doing
That's what you do with your girl or your wife. That's not what you do with every woman.
I've had those moments.
You can't give every female the same embrace that you give your wife, and that's just wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like you can't hug a female the same way you hug your wife. You can't hold a female the same way you hold your wife.
My wife gotta have that type of energy, though.
But put it like this though.
That's fine
Your
if
wife be
she
comfortable
can,
with-
but like,
is your wife comfortable with you coming up and grabbing these girls like this?
She should be.
well, my question
It's
is
not what she should be. It's what
why.
she is.
My question is
I
why
don't care what you are.
why are
Man, that's
these?
the thing about it.
But when
What you are, I
Why-
don't care.
But what you
Again,
You should be comfortable if your man.
it's
if
all
me as
intention.
your man,
But when you enter
never
a relationship,
showed-
you both set your boundaries.
But that's how
Fuck
you
that.
you
It's,
liked me for when I was
No.
when I
This
was
is
single
going
like that.
somewhere else. This is going somewhere else.
fuck that.
There's no. It's about the intention. Why is this hoe running and jumping
Whose
into your
intention?
arms?
Why is this whole running jumping in your arms?
Who's into who?
If we were like really good friends, like for instance, if me and Johnny ran up to each other and like, you know, sideways, the little Stretch
tackle.
Armstrong tackled each other, that would be like funny because it's a friendship thing, right? But if like you were really close friends with a chick or something, and you guys ran up and you're talking about like little kid toss her in the air type stuff, I can see that being a friendship thing, but only during the only circumstance that's okay is if you have had this conversation with your partner. If your partner were to approach you and say, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable with you having other women run up and jump into your arms," I feel like you would need to respect that because that's a normal request.
Let me ask one last thing right quick. Now let's change the scene to a coworker.
We was really into that right
So
now.
now her job no longer matters because regardless of what job you work at, you know what I'm saying, messing with your coworker should not be really the spot to be. That's just kind of the golden rule of employment. Now, what happens if your one of your coworkers pulls up on your female and he also trying to slide the slide? I'm talking like rubbing up shoulder to shoulder, the whole nine yards.
And again, that's another thing that goes behind this is one, a lot of women are absolutely freaking dense on the fact that like, oh, my best friend would never. This is my best friend. It's completely platonic, you know? And it's like, no, absolutely not. And then what's funny is when all of those women say that stuff, it's like, cool, call them right now and say you want to smash. And 9 times out of 10, the
Guess
dude
what
is
they're
like,
gonna say?
yeah, absolutely. When we gonna link up?
If you ask a dude should always say, first off, let me give a shout to doggone Amber Rose.
I agree with Amber.
Give a shout
But
to Amber
to an
Rose.
extent. To an extent.
No, you talked enough.
To an extent. To an extent.
No.
You wanna
you
do
good.
it?
The
Wanna give us
intention
a
don't
start?
matter because
You
we
wanna
already
give us
know
a
the
start?
intention.
No, you good. Honestly, if you're secure enough in your relationship, it shouldn't matter. However, it's about the intention of the individuals that matter.
Thank you.
She is saying the same thing we are.
Same thing we're saying.
No, if you're secure in your relationship, that's the first part.
Security doesn't matter if you're
If
disrespecting
you're
your partner.
disrespecting your partner.
I can be secure in myself and my sexuality
And still not have
and
my partner
confident
disrespect me.
and
They
confident
have
in myself.
different forms of partners. The conversation that we're having with the conversation that we're having with our partners, or they having with theirs, that's the difference.
Yeah,
that's the complete
The
difference.
conversations they having with their partners is like, "Bitch, if you do something with another man, I'm gonna kill you."
No, it
That's
has,
the conversation they
that
have.
has nothing to do with that.
This is all.
But
all
you
I'm saying
fell in
is,
love with. So
if you no, all I'm saying is this: if a female comes and she wants to just, oh my goodness, John, you're amazing, or whatever, run, give me a hug, this, that, and the third, and I put her back down, or whatever. If the person that I'm with sees that, and she was just like, well, you don't do me like that. Well, babe, you don't come at me with that same type of energy. I ain't seen her in forever.
Okay,
Whatever,
do you understand? But okay,
Put
the
Chris
fact
up
that you
there right
said
quick.
that right there.
What?
Do you understand that you have a level of intimacy with that coworker to be able to pick her up like that? That is a level.
That's not a coworker. I said this was just somebody I ain't never seen before.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
talking about
Coworkers?
A friend. I don't care.
Coworkers.
A friend, coworker. It don't matter who it is. If they were run up to you and jump in your arms and you were playful like that, that is a level of intimacy within a friendship because that's physical contact. Okay, so if you don't have that with your significant other, that's a both of you problem.
Okay, so that's
But again, if she then hits you up and say, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with you having a level of intimacy with another woman that we don't have together," then you would need to talk about how to change that between your relationship. But also, if that makes your partner uncomfortable, for you to be picking up garden accessories,
You have to respect it.
because I had to quote that. That was incredible. These hoes. Why?
No, Lisa said.
And also, here's another question.
Give
She
Lisa a
said,
point.
why are these garden accessories trying to have you wear them like backpacks? Ma'am, you have a 401k, walk like a grown-up. I'm not, she's not wrong. My point is, again, what she said is it's about the intention. Your intention might be this normal, harmless, like, oh, this is just my friend.
Yep.
But I'm sorry, but like, there is a level of intimacy between a man and a woman for them to be comfortable enough to run up to each other and jump in each other's arms, even playfully. even playfully.
So she liked me, cool.
Okay, then that's intention.
And if she likes
you and she's jumping in your arms, then your wife is completely valid to say, hey, don't do that again.
It takes two to tango. Well, what I'm saying, but this is what
it takes two to tango, but you can't you're entertaining the tango, thank you, and you're allowing access to you, which in and of itself is disrespectful. To allow access to other people is disrespectful.
Let me bring it back down. Hold on, wait. Let me bring it back down. Let me bring it all the way. Yeah, go ahead.
I just got one thing to say. We have been waiting. We have been waiting for this moment.
Okay, cool. Now, let's bring it all the way back around, full circle, right back to the begining. Or whatever. Let's bring it all the way back around, back to full circle. This is where it all started. Is that if a girl comes up to me, wants to give me a hug and all this other type stuff or whatever, and I spin her around or whatever, the ballerina spin, all that good stuff, and I did that or whatever, and I've never cheated. Or whatever, because it all goes to back to like we said, if she showed this example of she did this to this person, she did this to this person, but it hasn't happened here yet because this is a brand new relationship and we shouldn't bring up the past, right? I've never did anything to jeopardize our relationship or anything like that. So therefore, you should at least allow me that space to connect with whoever I'm connecting with.
Well, no. There's.
You should allow me that space.
You should always allow your partner that grace.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But if that made her uncomfortable and she gives you the grace to be like, hey, I know this might not be a problem or a thing, or it cannot be anything like that, but it's like it was like this still made me uncomfortable.
Get uncomfortable.
No, that again.
You need to get comfortable.
Here's the problem with your logic. How? Is that this you see nothing wrong with your actions. That's the problem. You don't understand that you physically touching and entertaining another woman could be disrespectful to your woman, whether she's secure or confident at all, it doesn't matter. You allowing access to yourself to the opposite sex or whoever that makes her uncomfortable. If that makes her uncomfortable, this is an opportunity for you to grow, to learn why in the world that would make someone uncomfortable.
Why I gotta be the one that has to grow?
It's both of you. It's both of you.
I'm thinking about it. You know the same analogy.
Again, this is just the boundary of a relationship. So if you're cool with it,
the same analogy with kids. When you tell kids don't do this, this is bad. Don't and you try to keep a gate telling them not to do this, they go do it anyway. Do they not?
I ain't gonna hold you, Amber. I've been close.
Okay, I don't mean to be a dick. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be a dick. That is the most nonsense shit I've ever heard you say.
So
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right and wrong, John. That's the whole point.
Right and wrong.
Right and wrong. So if I'm telling my kid, hey, you shouldn't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, such and such, this isn't okay in society, this isn't what we should be doing. If they go and do it anyways, they are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if I say, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this is my boundary, please don't do this, and you actively go to choose and do it anyways,
you're gonna go do it.
Now you're done. You are now no longer my partner.
Yes. I think on a level where if you have 100% free will to do whatever the hell you want to, you're supposed to.
That's what determines people's characters. We do have free will. We do have free will. Just like you have the
don't. I'm not going to do that to you.
Even if you have the same thing with the anonymity of the internet. People post on social media and they get wild. But again, I compare it to a real life thing.
I know what
people get behind a clear.
I got you.
Give me a second. People get behind a keyboard. And they think they're at a masquerade ball.
Yeah.
And then nobody can see their damn face. And they think they have the anonymity to get wild and say some crazy shit. But again, that only tells me your true character. If we're at a masquerade ball and no one can tell who you are and you're sucking dick in the corner, that's your character.
That's your character.
That's wild.
I know, but I have to take it to the extreme because it makes the point. It's like,
this is like someone that's been in a polyamorous relationship and then goes to a regular relationship, just a single relationship, and then he expects to fuck another woman. Just because you were in a polyamorous relationship and you're used to sleeping around with your partner, that's cool. But your new relationship is not on those same boundaries, not on that same respect line.
But I think that's where
you cannot justify your previous habits whenever you enter into a new relationship with new habits.
But I think his point is that you need to conversate about these issues. I think
previously,
but you need to make these things known. Hey, this is what I was in before this. This is where I was at before this. If you can't deal with that, you should you should walk now.
Yeah,
that's the real thing.
Yeah,
because
of
if
course.
you get in, because here's the problem.
Now, if you don't have that conversation,
but here's my problem with it is if you get in these relationships and you don't ask those questions, then you look goofy.
Yeah.
No.
Because you should.
There's a level of things.
So hold on.
One. If I get in a normal relationship with somebody and I don't fucking know they were polyamorous before, I'm never gonna ask that question.
No. But I understand.
So if you're the one with a wild thing, if you're the one if you're the one with an out of the ordinary thing going on with you, you're the one who needs to disclose that to your partner.
So
for instance, if I had a dick and now I'm a woman, I should probably disclose that to my partner.
Extreme.
Exactly. Thank you. But that's my point.
But here's
it's shit like that. If I'm the one with an out-of-pocket thing, it's my responsibility as a grown adult to be compassionate to someone who might not be okay with something that, like if I like to tie hoes up, I'm into Shibari. I'm not into crazy stuff like that. So we should have those conversations, but that's on me to talk about.
So here's my next thing. So wait. They're extremes. We understand. So here's my next thing.
I'll give you 3 back to back.
You gotta chill.
I like to tie you up and throw you in the trunk because that's goddamn.
Okay.
So you're 6 feet.
Don't you think that would be my responsibility to say first?
So here's my next.
How the hell are they gonna know to ask some wild shit like that?
So here's my next thing is that you have to be aware of who you're dealing with in these situations. So when you ask these questions, like you said, I need to be the one to give you these things. But here's my next problem: is that you stayed. You stayed, and you saw who I was. You knew who I was. You saw me. The same things that you liked about me. You don't think she gonna like it about me? You knew how I was before this.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to change everything about me now to paint this wonderful picture for you.
Real quick, he said no chill, hashtag LLM.
LLM. Bomb.
Living like Mary.
But that's my point. It's like,
okay.
No, I'm just saying.
This only goes so far.
Okay.
I will give you the grace to say, yes, I agree with you that if I am this person, if this is what I am, if this is what I'm presenting, then yeah, you need to give me the grace to be like, okay, this is who I am. So if you're trying to change me afterwards, after you stay, after I tell you everything, that's a little messed up.
That's wild.
That's a wild take.
That only goes as far as you not being a piece of shit. You can't be like, I was out here slapping bitches and fucking hoes and disrespecting everybody, and this is who I am.
So you can't come in here.
That only goes. That's a wild thing to be like. Well, you stayed, so
hold on, wait.
That's crazy.
Hold on, wait. I gotta give him.
You stayed.
I gotta give him bomb solely on the fact solely for the fact that he gave a counterpoint that was perfectly perfect.
Great.
For you. That was great.
All I'm saying is, if you allow me this, I'm in this space. I'm going to give you. Same thing I told somebody before. I'm going to give you as much rope as you allow. Or whatever. So whenever getting inside these relationships or situations with said people, like, I'm gonna let you do whatever there is for you to do. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that rope or whatever. However, karma, you just gotta know that I got that same amount of rope on the other end. So if you go out and you give people hugs and all this type of stuff, and you allow that, I'm not gonna yell at you for it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm mad now because you gave another man a hug. I'm not going to do that. That's not who I am. If you give out hugs, that means I can give out hugs. If you send a text message out 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, that's cool. I want to let you know.
No.
I want to let you know.
Well,
I saw you, bitch. You owe me one or whatever. I'm gonna do it too or whatever. Who was that you texting 3 o'clock in the morning? What? What was that? You ain't say nothing when you was texting Steve, huh? Yeah, I ain't say nothing then, did I?
So
leave me alone.
So I got a question right quick.
These comments need to be showed. So,
hey, what's going on, y'all? I appreciate y'all in the comments.
Appreciate y'all popping out
Lisa
today.
says,
we was.
So Lisa said, you should be able to witness the severity of it, though. I should be able to ask those questions and see how far you take it and still be allowed to leave because of it.
You can leave whenever you want.
Johnny's point, which is next, is said it before. I'm only introducing myself once. Don't try to change who you met into who you want. That's dope.
There's a
star that.
Who you met does not mean who a person is, though, because
hold on real quick.
You change throughout that, but I understand what he means.
Because life is a progressive movement.
I get what he means, but again,
I think you
this
should elaborate
only
for him.
goes so far.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to run that back, Turbo.
What?
I don't.
What are you saying?
Y'all didn't hear what he said. That's
cool. Run that back, Turbo.
He said life is a progressive movement. At the end of the day, we all changing every single day, every single year. Who the hell want to be the same person their whole life? Like, why would I want to be the same person I was at 18, at 26?
Oh, I'm not.
Come on, bro. Like, let's be honest here.
He'd kill me if I was still the same person at 18,
and
bro.
secondarily, the person you're going to meet face to face whenever you first meet them ain't the person you're going to know 3 months down the line. Guess what? It's called comfortability.
I'd argue.
Because
who
when I walk up to you and say hello and shake your hand, you over here trying to look good with a pound of makeup on your face. Ain't who I'm going to see in 3 months whenever I see you with no makeup on. You over here like, I might just wear sweatpants for the day, baby.
I'd argue that because for the simple fact is that most people do not want to change, and they do not change. You have a growth mindset. That's why it's very easy for you to be like, who wants to be the same person, 10 years from now?
Not the same person.
We have growth mindsets. It's like, we're all going to grow. We're going to grow and stuff like that because we have a growth mindset. Most people are not like that. Most of the population don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't like change. They're
now, what
comfortable.
happens?
Change is uncomfortable.
But
I
do want to say real quick is like what I was saying about how, this is who I am when you met me, blah, 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 only goes so far because there's also another little caveat section over here. There's a third one of, let's say we're getting to know each other and we're dating and you're talking about potential. You're talking about, currently, for instance, I work at the gas station, right? It's hypothetical. I work at the gas station, but that's who I am when you met me, is a gas station attendant, right? But we're dating and having a conversation, or we're going through the dating process and the courting process. We're having these conversations. It's like, okay, I'm a gas station employee, but I'm not going to be a gas station employee, 4 years from now. I'm going to finish college. I'm going to get, I'm going to go into my degree, blah, 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 right? This is what I'm telling this woman, right? And so now we're building a relationship off of who you are, yes, character-wise, but also the potential and who you're going to grow to be. Because if you're a forward-thinking person like me, I don't date for anything else but marriage. I date for the long term.
Stagnation.
So if I'm dating and we're having these conversations and we're talking about, okay, well, this is who I'm going to be in the future. This is who I want to be in the future, right? You're in love with the character. Cool. You fall in love with the character. Cool. Awesome. But if we're like, okay, I like that. This is what I want to pursue with you and I want to grow with you. Let's do that. And you get in a relationship, right? And then comes down, 4 years down the road, finishes the degree, blah, 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 will not leave the gas station. Mm-hmm. Right? So would she be wrong for leaving him for not doing the things that he said he was going to do? No. Granted, that's who I am when you met me.
Would she be wrong for leaving him?
No. Would she be wrong for leaving him because he's not
No, she wouldn't be wrong.
moving forward?
Because you said you claim to be this person, you wanted to become that person. I'm growing, you're not. Eventually, I'm going to end up like this. I'm going to keep going, and you're going to stay right where you are. So either I'm going to lower my vibration to suit you as a bum, bottom feeding ass nigga, or you're going to come up to where I'm at.
Real quick.
And I'll help you foot by foot, step by step. But the point is, you got to take that initiative to get it done.
Real quick, Johnny said something, and I was hoping somebody would say this. Growth potential is great, though. Trying to mold me into someone that I wasn't when we started is somewhat off-putting. I agree with that, of trying to mold and create somebody that your ideal partner, right? So I'm gonna caveat back to, let's say she didn't leave him and instead tried to mold or shape him or help him grow to be what he wanted to be originally, to his dreams or goals or ambitions, right? I'm in a way that's molding. It's positive reinforcement, but it's molding. It's a form of molding. So would that be okay? Isn't that what you want in your partner? Because I wouldn't want anything else from my wife if I was on my ass doing nothing. Hold on. If I was on my ass doing nothing, I would want my wife not to leave me for another man, but to be like, hey,
wake up,
get up off your ass. What do you need from me? Let's grow. Let me help you.
So I heard,
you wouldn't want that as a partner? That's wild to me, bro.
So wait.
I want you to get it out.
So here's something that I've heard from you, right? And I don't know if this applies wholeheartedly, but I've heard it from you. You said, stop trying to help people and start supporting them.
Yes,
because there's a difference. Because you just
help is different.
You just start handing things to them. They don't know how to go do it. They don't know how to deal in it. They don't know how to grow. Let them choose what they want to do and support them in that decision making. That's the bigger part.
Unless they make the wrong choice.
All I was going to say is that
cheat is cheat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at that point, baby. I gotta go.
You can't. The whole molding and you trying to help somebody grow or whatever. I don't want that. I don't want to help you grow. I can't do that because you have to want to. You yourself have to want to. If you're trying to grow and you're just failing, then okay, now I can support you.
But what if they want to and don't know how?
So
what if they want to and they never have the parents to teach them?
There's a difference between changing behavior and growing into different ones. There is a difference.
Yeah, something I was taught. I said I cannot help you if you're not trying to help yourself.
I would debate that, Amber, as well.
Yeah, so unless you're trying and you're failing or whatever, now I can insert myself and I will help you.
Let me talk to you.
I'm going to get you up there. I'm going to try. But if you're not trained, why do I care?
It's like
no.
Hold on. We're at the beach on the T-Dog.
Hold on.
I can do so much pushing, but you have to try to climb up yourself.
Okay.
Now let's put it this way. What if they say it's a mistake?
Hold on real quick. No. You don't.
I've been trying to get this out for about 15 minutes.
If they say something, we're still on the same subject, though.
We got to kill.
We're still on the same subject. So my point is, I get what you're saying. If you try to help and they won't help themselves, of course you should stop. But that shouldn't mean you shouldn't try to push them or help them in the first place.
Some people need a push.
Now, granted, it's like that'd be wild to me. But like, well, they're not even going to do it, so I'm not going to try to help. It's like, how do you know that? Try to help first. If they don't respond to the help, then cool, stop helping. I agree with you there. But I'm going to debate Amber here, and that learning from your partner is different from molding. No, it's not.
The same thing.
If you look at your partner as
semantics.
Thank you. It's semantics. It's no different because I could paint this more in a beautiful, more creative way, right? Your partner is an unfinished sculpture. Like that's who we are as people. We're all unfinished sculptures, right? So if I help mold you into a better person or the person you need to be, right? Now, granted, there's a difference. I'll say this. There's a difference between molding and grooming.
Yes.
That's the difference.
That's real.
Because I feel like everybody is using molding in a very negative way, which I feel molding is more positive reinforcement. Grooming is something completely different. Grooming is like, okay, now I'm going to change.
You are going to be everything that I see you as.
But that's it's semantics. It's words.
No.
Now, if you are
sit your ass down for a second. I was with you, and then you trying to talk wild. The difference between learning and molding is semantics, right?
Yes.
Molding is in and of itself it's a learned process, right? It's sculpting, it's growing, it's supporting, it's also helping. Is there a difference between help and support? I don't think so. I think that's semantics. Giving someone something is not helping or supportive. Just handing it to them without any type of, a lesson learned or something like that. Cool, that might not be helpful. Sometimes people do need that. It can be helpful. But that's my point is like, growing and molding is completely different than grooming, which is what you guys are talking about. You guys are talking about grooming. It means you're not what I want you to be. Like he said, you're not this ideal representation of what I see you. Molding is helping someone grow into what they see themselves as a final product. Grooming is me coaching you or manipulating a situation or gaslighting a situation or doing something to try to change you into the person I want you to be, which is what most parents do to their kids. But those are completely different things.
Now, let's say someone was already molded. Let's say someone was already groomed prior to you meeting them, or they had been through a series of scenarios where they were groomed, and now they're meeting you, and they're making mistakes. That's right, but it's like they're trying to grow through them. are you wrong for helping them or giving them that push to help them become the person that they never have become because they've been molded or groomed, as I would say, by people that have never been able to give you the freedom to be who you were expressively.
People without fathers, people without, people that never learned lessons or life lessons or something like that. It's like, yeah, you're an adult, but no one's checked you. No one's, stopped you and said, hey, this is dumb. This is stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, teachable moments.
Amen.
But again,
make mistakes. If you make mistakes with your partner, it's your job to get back with your partner and talk to them about that and say, hey, we have growth to work on. Now, if they say it's a mistake and they say they're there to grow, then you're there to give them that push to make sure that they grow in the way that they want to grow.
But they have to be open to
because
the coaching.
If you've never been in a respectful relationship, you wouldn't know what respect looks like. But if you have someone that can teach you and you can see the path, then all you got to do is be on for the journey.
But that's also dangerous, right?
It's also dangerous.
This is a dangerous line we're walking on, because people have to be coachable. And a lot of the times people without fathers and stuff like that never learned, you've never been in a respectful relationship, so you don't know what respect or disrespect looks like. You think your disrespect is normal. You have to be open to coachability, because if I check your disrespect and you just take it as aggression, or you take it as like, oh, he's being confrontational or blah, 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 and she has a bunch of women on her side that also don't know the difference between disrespect and respect, and they're like, oh, he's just grooming you to be something else that you don't want to be. He's trying to change you into somebody that you're not. That's what my point is. Like, these are very fine lines where you can manipulate, and that's why it's so dangerous. That's why you shouldn't have bad friends in your corner. You can manipulate. It's very easy to manipulate that line in a positive way or a negative way. And I'm a firm believer in that there is such thing as positive manipulation and negative manipulation. Like, people think all manipulation is negative, and I highly disagree with that.
I disagree.
Because in my opinion, if you don't want to do something, but you want to do it, but you don't want to do it, and I give you a push, that in and of itself is manipulation. The definition of manipulation is, I just manipulated that bottle.
It had no choice.
That's my point. It had no choice. Now, it could be positive and I could set it down nicely, or it could be negative. I could sling it across the room. But my point is, that was a manipulation in of itself. So, like, this is all just semantics, but there's a very fine line of, is it positive or negative? Is it grooming or, is it molding or grooming? Is it coaching or persuading into your own agenda? And that's my point, is like, this is a weird situation that we're talking about, because how do you imagine being in a position where you're trying to help your partner grow and it's just perceived as you grooming, which in my opinion is where your stuff would come in. And it's like, cool, I tried to help, nobody's listening, I'm done helping.
Is that grooming? You would say that's grooming?
No, I'm saying, if you were in a position you're trying to help and mold your partner and help them grow.
Right.
And instead they perceive it, and their friends perceive it as you grooming them or trying to change who they are, then in my opinion, that's where what you were saying would become applicable. It's like, okay, hey, I tried to help and give you a push and mold you and help you grow, and you don't want to listen. You want to do your own thing. You want to continue down this road.
And he goes,
you say do your own
then
thing.
Do it.
The reason I was trying to help in the first place is because I showed that you were trying. I showed that you was trying to grow.
Exactly.
So therefore you failed, and so I tried to give you some, whatever support you needed. You didn't. If you don't take it, I'm really backing off. Then that's when I really take a step back. And the same thing in relationship.
Sorry, I missed
Krista,
I missed Johnny's comment
today. I'm not gonna
I missed Johnny's comment, but teachable moments can feel like grooming, though. So it's a fine line. Exactly. That's when sometimes you're put in that position, and I've been in that position many times with relationships, and it's probably the most frustrating thing in the world. It's just like I'm trying to help you learn something, or trying to teach you something, or trying to help you grow so we can grow together. And I know you want to do it because you told me you wanted to do it, but now I'm trying to help you, and now now you're the bad guy. It's just like, I'm throwing my hands up at that point.
This girl Krista said, if you've been groomed before by someone else, you may not recognize respectful help or support for what it is. So someone who's been groomed may believe their partner's trying to change them when they're not.
Exactly.
Why we always need to be addressing our own emotional regulation and maturity. I 100% agree with that. A lot of times it can feel like it's a stressful process, because you're going to either take on the stress of learning or the stress of becoming less. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna be stressful either way. So it's like, which one are you willing to take? People just think stress is like victimizing yourself and becoming less than what you are, and not realizing that honestly, a lot of stress in life is just there to teach you something. So it's like, is you gonna take that lesson, or are you gonna be a person that, you know what I'm saying, victimize and not learn the lesson and repeat the same process?
Yeah. But again, I'm a firm believer in that we need to bring back public shaming.
Whoa.
No, I'm dead ass like public. Yeah, like I'm not talking about stone the horse in the damn cobblestone streets. I'm saying like we should bring back public shame, like because everybody likes to hide behind keyboards and stuff like that. And nobody wants to check anybody. Everybody's afraid of conversation. Everybody's afraid of confrontation. Everybody's afraid of accountability. Everybody's afraid of these tough conversations, and they're afraid of falling on their face or getting embarrassed or looking bad. And we don't shame each other enough. And that sounds super negative because it is. If you go out and cheat on your wife, I'm going to be like, bro, you're garbage. What was that? Why would you do that to her? She's a good person. She's never done anything like that to you. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, that's what holds us accountable. Because if you just have a bunch of shut up. If you just have a bunch of yes men in your corner,
you will never grow.
You're never gonna grow.
You will only be what you are today because everything surrounding you only tells you are exactly where you need to be.
I love you. I was like, shut your
What?
But he goes, side note, having a good group of friends, and we all are trying to have the teachable moment with a person is far from the grooming thing, because we all want you to grow and learn. And again, that's my point about that kind of ties in my opinion, to the shaming. It's just like, if you have a bunch of people in your corner that are not going to tell you that you're wrong, when you again, shame and guilt. Shame is public, guilt is private. So if you feel guilt for something that you did, you know you were wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong for it.
And that coinciding guilt should be met with an equal amount of shame. So if you did somebody wrong and you're guilty about it and you know it was wrong deep down, you should have someone in your corner that says, yeah, you messed up. That was wrong. You need to fix it.
I can't tell you how
or you
many
need to
times
do
I talk
better
to my people and I help them grow through a tough route. Let's say one of my people went through drugs, you know what I'm saying, getting incarcerated, whatever it may be, and maybe they just need a kick in the ass or a push to get back to who they used to be. I ain't gonna hold you. Some people be stubborn in these goddamn situations, so people don't want to change who they are, but at the end of the day, guess what? They're gonna appreciate you for your hard work and effort and helping them become who they were supposed to be. A lot of people got dreams. Think about it. 5 years ago, you probably had a dream inside your mind. You was over here like, I'm gonna get this job and I'm gonna chase this path. You work that job for 5, 7, whatever, however many amount of years, and you forget that dream you had at the end. Would you not want your friend to come back from X amount of time you've been talking to on and off, and they come up to you and say, hey, bro, how you doing? I thought, what happened to your dreams? What happened to what you was trying to do, bro? Just help you realign with what you was trying to get and what you was trying to become.
And he wasn't trying to say nothing. He was telling me to read a comment.
Yeah, so, I wasn't trying to say nothing. I genuinely was just trying to get him to read a comment while he was sitting there.
I would appreciate that friend more than a friend that would let me walk down the idle path of depression. That's real.
Well, that's
I wouldn't know you depressed until you tell me.
Well, and I think that's
depression is not loud.
Well, so I think
quiet.
that's a lot of things.
Yes, I wouldn't know you depressed until you tell me.
Yeah, but I have friends like y'all who just call and want to aggravate me. Hey man, I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on?
I will aggravate the shit out of people.
Bro, you did it today.
That's what I do.
He gonna call me and say, hey man, I just supposed to be running the show.
Hey, man.
Excuse me, sir. I'm right up the street. I'm moving today. He said, but you supposed to be here setting up, right? I said, get off my phone. Ain't you supposed to be going to pick up a girl? He said, I made a play. I said, that's crazy as hell. Lazy
so
bastard.
No, it was good play.
It was a good play.
I had no idea it was coming.
But I was just like, I was looking at the group chat. I was just like, John still ain't left the house? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm like that. But I just
I think depression. So I don't know if he's saying man, depression runs silently, or man, depression runs silently.
Two different statements.
So, and I'm gonna say the second one.
Yeah.
Is that, in my opinion, from what I've seen and in my experiences, men's depression runs silently. I don't ever really. A lot of the times when women are depressed, you see it because it's like it's on the outside. Very rarely I ever see women that are like depressed, but they're doing what we do, like ha 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 ha. I can't cry, I can't be sad, I can't be emotional in any way, shape, or form. Someone knows that she's dealing with depression or something like that. You know what I mean? Because they have a support system to reach out to. Whereas men, I don't think have that. Yeah, exactly. I know you meant it that way, but I read it and I was just like, well, that's another thing. Is that like men's depression is silent, bro?
I need this comment starred,
That's
and I kind of want it. I just want an edit of AG trying to talk.
You know what?
I need that. Because every time he be trying to talk, he be like, hey, shut up. No, it's our turn. Oh, whatever. Hey, can I?
You do it too. Shut up.
No. It's us. We talking right now. And then he be trying to say, well, hey, man, let me just tell y'all about you. No. That's not on you.
I've been real active today. Leave me alone. And I called it dumb. Leave me alone.
No.
God damn.
This is our go. Wait,
God damn.
I ain't said nothing since the beginning of the show. Yeah, we got you. We know. Yeah, we got. Give us a second. We'll get to you.
Crazy. It's been a great day.
I will say it is wild. He said John with the no. It is wild that.
Who's John?
He just auto corrected most likely, but
yeah, it's probably auto corrected.
What's funny? It is a little wild. That sometimes you be getting on him like, well, you didn't say nothing the whole show,
bro. And I said everything. I've been talking the whole show, bro.
Like, bro, we had a whole show. Where was you? Oh, whatever. And I was over here. No. AG was like, yeah, man, I had a no. Wait. We got it. Don't worry.
They ain't got the balls just be like, yeah, you didn't say nothing. What? Excuse me?
Yeah, the show over, we shut down. AG, man, why you talk? I was trying to, but Joe was trying.
What did they talk about? You got to step on Miguel's neck and push Tim out the way. I was like, wait a minute.
I gave you the controls.
What's funny?
Turn his mic off.
And I talked.
It's not just me. That's the problem.
It's not going to find out which mic and, well, I know what mic you is. You fool.
Yeah.
Because you're the only one I know.
Yeah, you got to figure that out. This is 1, 2, 3.
He said AG gets like 13 words in.
1, 2, 3.
Hey yo, Johnny. Hey, quit playing with me. Hey yo, though.
And the thing is, I was gonna do Hood Jeopardy.
Okay, yeah, because this one hasn't really done it.
Yeah, but I'm over here, so we can't do it now.
You ain't got a tablet either.
I don't need the tablet. It's on my phone too.
Run it.
I can't.
Why?
I got things to do.
Because
Lisa said he only said vowels for the whole podcast.
Hey, Lisa. Remember we had this. Hey, Lisa. Remember we had this conversation the other day? Shut up. Johnny,
that was incredible.
Hey, yo. I think we had a good show today, though.
That was a good show.
I think we damn. I run the show and
we
it's
had
just
like 15, 17 people.
What? I'm not gonna give you praise. What kind of stuff is that?
That's crazy.
Because then you're gonna be like, I did a good job. Hell no, do better.
You right. Do better. Do better. I forgot the applause. You're right. I gotta do better.
Do better.
Do better.
I will never give somebody the max compliment.
I don't need no max compliment.
There was always
no, I don't need that.
There's always room to grow.
It's always room to grow.
Always.
So, in that, you in the hot seat, big homie. What you got for us today?
Don't go broke trying to look rich. That's it. That's what I got. A lot of y'all out here flogging and stuff, trying to show what you got and everything. You ain't got it. You ain't got it. Mm-hmm. You either stole it or somebody hooked you up, whatever the case may be.
How you got to make your way? How you got to make your way?
Yeah. But don't go broke trying to look rich, man.
And it's okay to not have it. That's the problem.
It's okay to not have it.
It's okay to be like that.
It's okay to not have it. I'm trying to tell you, like, I grew up with nothing. I'm happy that I'm in a position or whatever where I got a couple dollars in my pocket and I can move how I want to move or whatever. It felt bad not having my car. But yeah, I like being able to move how I want to move. And I mean, sometimes it might come off as this. I'm trying to flaunt or whatever. It do. Or whatever, sometimes.
Sometimes it's okay to flaunt.
It's all right. Okay. I ain't never been in this space before, so I like it.
Yeah,
enjoy
real.
It.
That's real.
Remember that sometimes it's okay to show it.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Like, I think people forget you can be humble and, show it still.
I feel like it shows that I'm proud of me. So there. Don't go broke trying to look rich, and be proud of yourself when you actually make it to a point in your life or whatever. And don't be afraid to be, to be proud. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say I flaunt. I'll just say I'm proud of me because I accomplished some things in my life and I got there. So be proud.
Ash?
Just make sure you steady inside your persistence of growth. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't fall astray on your path and understand life is full of distractions. So don't be out here, don't be one of them gullible motherfuckers that fall for every nickel and dime that should come your way. You know what I'm saying?
Rico?
Johnny's was really good. I wanted to highlight that because I feel like it fit John's. He said, "Don't struggle trying to act like you're not struggling."
Ooh.
Wait, I'm gonna start that, big homie, and that he has earned that, sir.
Which
don't struggle trying to act like you're struggling.
Don't struggle trying to act like you're not struggling.
That's
okay, he said, okay, it was the second comment. My fault.
That's a lesson I'm messing with. I'm dabbling in that lesson a little more right now.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So that's a good one.
No, with your $300 dates.
But
that's wild.
Mine is that everything about my light was taught to me by my darkness.
I'll clap it up for you because it's gonna take him forever to get to the button.
Run that back, Turbo.
I said everything about my light was taught to me by my darkness.
That
came the other way.
That was super dope.
Like, and that's one I kind of learned. I read it the other day when I was reading, and I was just like, I thought about it, and I was like, man, my whole childhood, it taught me what type of father to not be, what type of parent to not be, what type of friend to not be, what type of partner relationship wise to not be. Like every dark thing that happened to me is a reason why I'm able to shine bright in a room. And that was dope to me.
Super dope. That was super dope.
Super rare.
Just to highlight some things, we do have somebody that we're getting the hoodies from. If you would like them, please hit up one of these two or me. We are planning on having a Johnny Lee episode, y'all. Y'all just got to give us some time. That's a genuine thing. It's going to be him and the four of us, and that's what it's going to be. We're going to have a great conversation. We also have another podcast that we're trying to collaborate with very soon. Hopefully, we can get that done. They call themselves And They Were Bananas, so it should be interesting.
They call each other what?
And They Were Bananas. Their podcast is called And They Were Bananas.
So we will be.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a good one. They better be called.
Well, it's finally what John wants. It's two women on the show. So.
Listen here, that's really
that's
funny.
what I was getting ready to say.
Like,
I was finna get at that too.
Could you imagine which podcast called And Them Were Bananas? Like that's wild.
I was about to say, bro. You said that's real interesting. Huh?
First off,
why?
Johnny,
I'm not airing that episode.
I would watch it.
I wouldn't.
I would watch it.
I can't.
I'd watch that just off principle. I'm like, why
we're bananas?
Why are they bananas? What's happening?
Yeah, so that should be.
Are they wearing pajamas? What's going on?
So, John, I just need a date from you. That's all I need.
That was an old person joke.
Yeah,
he said noodle hoodle. No, but I feel like that's going to be a dope collaboration podcast, especially because. Just a heads up, I'm gonna give you a forewarning. I feel like our views are more on a progressive conservative type.
And
they are not.
They are not.
They are very, let's just say, liberal in that sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a very
going straight to the right.
It's gonna be just nothing but disagreement. So I feel like
and it's gonna be dope though.
It's gonna be a crazy show.
It's gonna be dope though. So I'm prepared. Okay. Also, he was finna get it out. I'll get it out for him. We need and we would like more women on this show because we're fighting points, and I feel like y'all aren't able to voice your opinions. Come on here and voice them.
Oh, they voice them.
It's more than
come on the show and talk some shit.
It's more than just trying to get more females on the show. I need a female co-host. I'm really looking for a female co-host. I don't mind
a regular,
a regular. I need a regular that just sit here and to BS with us or whatever. So if I can get that, then that'll make the whole show pop the way I want it to. So. If y'all want to get up here once again, if y'all want to get up here and y'all want to talk, y'all want to, I'm not calling it a tryout, but we'll let y'all know how you did at the end of it. So please, or whatever. Don't just send me messages saying I want to be on the show. I got plenty of those messages or whatever. Just get up here. You just be like, hey, I'm coming. I will send you the address. Really easy.
But we want somebody that's consistent and want to be here, that feel like this is worth being on. Like that's what we want. So.
You gotta want it.
He said, I'm gonna start one called Lasagna
Put
Chats.
an AD out on Craigslist to make the interview the segment. Say less.
No. Wait, no.
We going live, bro.
You know what? You
That
know how
shit
many
will
we gonna have
go.
nothing but crackheads in here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the funniest shit ever.
Bro, we going
beans and bologna.
Bro, we going viral.
Oh my god.
We're going viral. So
I got beans and bologna.
oh, let's get Mary and Lisa on the side. I don't think that's a good idea.
You said Mary and Lisa on the same stage?
I think married in a room with anybody is just spooky. So we're gonna have to hire some security for that night. Because I don't feel safe just yet.
If people out here LLMing and I don't want to get yoked up.
In a box cubicle with her.
I didn't say that, Mary.
I laughed. I'm gonna pull a John. I laughed. They said it.
Look, it's still in my mind. It feels like it reminds me of like Thanos dangling somebody over a cliff, like just holding them like that. Like
I'm mad y'all talking about her like that.
And she in the conversation.
She right there.
Like she plenty of times.
Y'all making it seem like y'all making her out like she just this ruffian.
Really, Ash? You had to go in the conversation.
Look, I'm not gonna act like it's gentle around the corners. Okay, it's like one of those like glass coffee tables in your grandma's crib that you hit the corner on. You just gotta drop to the ground.
Oh snap! She demonstrated on you, so you would know how strong she.
She tried to grab me.
She didn't try. She did. You was like, hey, off the coat.
I don't even have grown men grab me, bro, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'd make a comment.
Now, if a man did that, it would be gone. I'm bumping.
You see what's that?
Wow, y'all tripping, bro. I'm sick, so don't. End the show. God damn it. I can't.
Who the hell Thanos?
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. She flipping people off. That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Look.
And hashtag LM.
Wait, is it 4 or 3?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, sponsored by LLM.
And they throw haymakers. They ain't none of these.
It look like that fighting robot movie. Mary, hold on. Mary got her own robot in Pacific Rim. She out here fighting yokai. Just boom. But nah, it's Noodle Talk. We ain't speakers, baby. What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
We out.
Oh my God, that was.